Okay, I want to introduce you to a little bit more into layer masks and explain what that is. So I've got this picture that I took in Slovenia, which is an alright picture. There's a few things we want to improve though. The first thing I want to do is I just want to make the grass, and only this green grass here, a bit more vibrant. Okay, so how do I do that without changing the whole image? This is where we're going to be using layer masks. Okay, so I've got my image here. I'm just going to add on an adjustment layer. And I'm going to go really green, okay? I'm not going to spend very long on this, just going to go green. I'm just looking at that grass and I want that grass to be green. Okay, so my color balance layer, my adjustment layer, has made the whole image look really green. If I turn that off, that little eye, you can see the main image isn't so green. Okay, next to it is this little white box here. And because it's white, it's showing that everything is showing everything. Okay? What we can do, if I click on this white box here, and say I go to my pen tool, it's on a bit of a funny brush at the moment, let's just go and set it to a normal brush, okay? If I draw in black, you see that? What it does is it makes a black mark on my adjustment layer, okay? So basically, anything that's white is showing through with this layer, and anything that's black is hidden. Okay, so it means I can really easily control what I see and don't see. Do that. Okay, so what I want to do is I'll basically want to show only that green grass and put everything else back to normal. So I'm going to go into my quick selection tool. I'm going to select that grass area there, something like that, and up here the grass as well. Got a bit of lamppost in that, that's okay. Okay, that'll do. I know I'm missing a little bit there, but that's fine for now. Okay, so if I turn this element black, so I could do that. I could go to my brush tool, for example, start drawing this black. Oh, actually, it's kind of the wrong way around, isn't it? Because I want to show the grass green and everything else back to normal. So Control Z, I want to inverse this selection. Okay, so to inverse the selection, you can go Select, Inverse, or Shift Control I, which is what I normally do. Now what does this do? Well, it means that I can now only draw on this side of the selection and not the other side of the selection. Now we could just paint this whole area black, you see, so I'm still on that, I've clicked on that white mask, you see, and that is turning black. So I could just paint this whole area black, or there's a shortcut, just click over that, or there's a shortcut, Control I will automatically turn it black. Control D, get rid of our deselection. Okay, so now we've got this really green grass, a bit extreme, and we've got the rest of the picture back to normal. How can we kind of balance this out a little bit? The opacity on that layer, so I've got that layer, the opacity, if I turn that down a bit, so turn it down maybe to about 40-50% or something, you can see there, something like that. I know I've missed that little bit in the corner, but you can see that I've enhanced the green of that grass and kept the rest of the picture intact. And this is using this layer mask. Okay, that is kind of quite important, and we're going to be using this a lot. It means that I can go back and change it. What I could actually do is I can just zoom in here, this little bit I missed, on my layer mask, in black, just make my brush size a bit smaller. Oops, sorry, flip that round in white, and I could just add that little bit in that I missed if I want to. Okay, so to make that a little bit smaller and add in that bit there. Okay, so it can easily be done. Okay, it means it's completely editable. I can change that at any time. Okay, I might just do that again on the sky, just so you get the hang of that. So let's add in another color balance layer, and this time I'm going to go blue. So I really want to make the sky look super blue. If I was American, I'd say super blue. It's a really, really blue. Something like that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine for me. Cool. So again, exactly the same process. At the moment it's showing everything, so everything's turning blue. Looks kind of quite evening. What I want to do is quick selection on that layer. Make sure all layers are sampled, and I'm going to select that sky element. So that's just that little bit there. Okay. Control I, oh no, it's not Control I, undo that. Remember, because that's the bit we want to keep. So Shift, Control and I, inverse that selection, Control I, get rid of that, Control D, deselect. So now, again, what you can see is we've really enhanced the blue sky. We've got 2 color balance masks, and the little white bit is the only bit that we're seeing. Again, I can click on that, knock that just back a little bit. It looks a little bit unnatural. But you can see I'm really enhancing my photo kind of layer by layer and using these color masks quite effectively. Okay, we'll look at that a little bit more in some further videos. Thank you.